Good evening. Here we are again in the Ghetto Gourmet Kitchen. Tonight is a very special episode because it's the only time you're ever going to see me cooking with fish. Because you know how I feel about fish and radiation. Anyway, this dip is so fucking good though that you make it once for people, they will always ask you to make it again. It's been proven again and again. And so we've got a cup of mayonnaise. It's a lot. Mayonnaise, cup of sour cream. We're doing 2 sticks of cream cheese, which I've had out softening for a couple hours. Can of artichokes, which to get ready, before you dice them up, you want to go through and pick off the little toughy outer leaves. They're not very palatable. You know, just maybe 1 or 2 of the outer ones until you think you can get through it with a knife. A dull-ass kitchen knife. So we'll do that real quick. And then I'll pick off some dill and get it in there. It's going to turn out really good. We're doing a potluck upstairs with the neighbors today, so just going all out, doing party food. And like I said, I don't eat fish. I've done it twice in the last year, and that's because I was really drunk and I really wanted a tuna melt. The tuna fucking melts, man. We're almost there. I'll show you real quick. I'm just going to dice them real small. We'll cut after this, but just make it really teeny weeny. You could even go back at them from the other way. After you do that, so you don't really have strips. Nice and pulverized is how you want it. So we're gonna cut for a minute, and I'll show you some dill, some salmon, and we'll mix it up. Stick it in the oven. It'll be freaking delicious and radioactive. So this is my last piece of dill. I picked it all apart already. You just want to get most of the stems out. And I'm gonna hack it up. I'm gonna do it with my knife. WTF, yo? Oh, derp. Here. Anyway, I'm just gonna make this as small as possible. A little choppy. That. We're almost there. All that's left to do is cut up the salmon, the smoked salmon. Here we go. We'll do that. I don't know if this has skin on it. Most of the time, when it's smoked salmon, it does. Yes, this does. Radioactive. Want to go in at the tip, get your knife in there. You should be able to just peel this off. It's a pretty decent piece of smoked salmon. It's nothing compared to the way my friend's dad in Alaska smoked it, but you know, I can't be too picky. Can't be too picky. My parents used to ship them to me, but they hardly caught any last year, so go tiny little bits. Literally like 1/8 of an inch or smaller if you can. Going for that kind of size. Basically trying to shred it. And your hands are going to smell for the rest of the night, so just get used to it. Almost there. As soon as I finish this, we're going to be able to mix it all up and get it in the oven. And then you just have to wait. What is the oven set at again?
350.
350 for 30 to 35 minutes until the top starts to get a little brown. We're cutting up some baguette bread to serve this on. It's going to be freaking awesome. Almost there. So close. The smoked salmon I'm used to working with, my friend's dad would do it in these little strips, and so it was all more like that color, even all the way through. But this will still be good. A little radioactive, but that never killed anybody, right? Anyway. Sorry, let's try to keep it lighthearted. For all your doomers out there, doomcast.com, just try and keep it lighthearted. shit scare the shit out of you, like Reactor 4 at Fukushima possibly being on fire this morning. We'll hear more about that, I'm sure. Keep it lighthearted. It's the only way. So, artichokes, dill, smoked salmon. I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of garlic powder here. I know I usually just throw it in, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to mix up some mayonnaise. A lot of mayonnaise. Our scrim. And last but not least, the creme cheese, which is nice and soft. It's gonna be good. Probably add a little bit of pepper just because I like it. Who doesn't like a little bit of pepper? Really simple, really easy recipe. You can substitute other stuff for salmon. If you don't like the radioactivity, you know, go for spinach or, I don't know, bacon maybe, if you're into bacon. So we got that. I'm going to crackle just a little bit of pepper. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Not too much. Last but not least, our cup of finely grated parm. You don't want to get the little strips or little sticks like you get sometimes, you know. You gotta get the good shit. Dump it on in there. And we'll mix it up real good. Break up the cream cheese chunks really quick. It'll help them blend better. Yes, Bandit's very interested in what I'm doing right now. He likes to supervise my cooking. Look for fallen pieces of anything, really. He is a bandit. Oven's ready. This takes 30-35 minutes. The potluck starts at 8 o'clock, so it'll have 10 minutes to cool-ish after it comes out. It's looking pretty well blended there. I think that's going to do it. It's got the handy dandy Pyrex Mania. Glop it all down in there. Make sure it's evenly spread out. Don't waste any of that shit. It's always a crowd pleaser. You'll love it too if you try it. My mom she tried this at a restaurant and bastardized and made her own version of it, and it's always been a favorite. Favorite. So, just like that, we'll check on it in about 30 minutes and see where it's at. And tonight I won't forget to give you a finished product because I got a little shitty last night. But I deserved it. I had a great friend come in from Alaska out of the blue kind of visit. It was fun. So, we're going in. Okay, final thing. This is cooked and prepared, looking delicious. Ended up taking about 40 minutes, and I ended up having to crank it up to 400 at the end to get the top a little brown, but everyone's oven is different, so 350, 30 to 40 minutes, I'm thinking. It might have been too, because my mom usually cooks half of this and freezes some before she cooks it. That might be why. But anyway, we're going to wrap this in tinfoil, take it upstairs for the potluck, and enjoy the shit out of it. thanks again for watching. Enjoy everything to the fullest while we can, while we're here. That's what life's about. Have a good one.